How do we go through the ingredients, the masks? How does this actually work?
Okay, so again, I'm very lucky with this big screen, and I'm going to make the most of it while we're filming. So let's start on this side. I'm going to come this side with you.
Let's swap.
Cool, okay. Right, this is like the classic collection. Both Jen and I, with working with the brand, we are most used to this, we've got to be honest. Let's talk about the cult classics. You mentioned that with the
Day and
Luna.
night.
Yeah. Day and night. So make my day and call it a night. Make my day is best because it contains the red algae, which is perfect for anti-redness. It's filled with hyaluronic acid. It actually has 3 different forms of it, so they work on different levels to make sure on a cellular level you're truly getting that hydration that you need. Call it a night, ginseng and olive oil. It's great for nighttime, which I know you are a fan of using that.
I mean, call it a night. This is my hero before sleep. Like, I have to have this before bed.
If you like something a bit richer, top tip, don't listen to us. Don't read the labels. Like most with FOREO, we are for everybody, for everyone, I should say. It's the classic saying. You can use that in the morning, so be a bit status quo. Walk away from it. Youth Junkie, this is for your Madame Tussauds fantasy. This is for a very glowy look. I will be warned, if you are a fan of matted look, don't use it. It is extremely, extremely rich. It has jojoba seed oil, it has shea butter, and it's filled with hydrolyzed collagen. So very, very dewy, great for a summer look, good for after the sun if your skin's kind of dry. Skin health, exactly. This is great for the feel for any dehydrated textures. Glow Addict is incredible. This contains niacinamide. Glow Addict is also incredible. This is filled with vitamin C. So it's a really great buzzword at the moment, which
a lot of press are talking about. It's always in the media. But tell us, what are the important benefits of vitamin C?
So it's brightening. It's also a very rich antioxidant. So in its stable form, which this has, you are going to be getting the ultimate efficacy of this incredible active ingredient. So using this with something like green light, you're really maximizing the anti-redness, the brightening. It's also great for fading things like age spots, sun marking, or any discoloration from the sun.
So would you use it morning or night?
I suggest using it in the morning. The reason being is usually nighttime, our customers are using things like retinols, other acids. So give yourself a bit of a break. Use it in the morning when you actually want to really exploit that brightening look. The reason being is no matter how nice your pillow is or whoever's on the other side of the bed, they don't need to see the effects of this. Use it for the morning and day job. H2 overdose. This is filled with ceramide and hyaluronic acid. This is like your SOS cushion. If you're going to get any of these masks, go for this. This is one of the most popular ever. This was used behind stage. And I mean, I need to give this bit to Jen with her PR expertise. Where was this featured with a UFO?
I'm just telling you, I think it was Victoria Beckham who was using this quite a bit.
So maybe someone you can relate to, something like that, someone on the line. So if it's fit enough for models, it's fit enough for everybody watching this live. Matte Maniac, this is great for anti-acne. It is filled with activated charcoal and very, very refreshing textures, but it's not drying. So much so that we are going to be doing a facial later and proving exactly that it doesn't have that drying texture. Shimmer Freak, on my last bit of breath. This is filled with caffeine, which we all love. It's also got cranberry extract and rose. So
there's a lot to choose from. There's something for everyone.
I'll breathe in now.
Day, night, any time of the week,
your full
any
wardrobe.
skin type.
Any skin type. I will say, though, with this UFO collection, because this uses the cryotherapy, which I mentioned before, only Matte Maniac and Shimmer Freak is solely for this device.
Yeah.
UFO Mini uses the heat more because it's much more of a simplified version, which is great for all over skin health, for the hydration, for the comforting element, whereas the UFO, slightly more of a premium price. This is for those looking for really, really pinpointed, targeted treatments, which, like yourself and myself, we really enjoy, but we are still here to give everything a shout and represent all sides of the spectrum, which is UFO and UFO Mini.
Great. So there's a lot of tech, there's a lot of masks, there's loads of ingredients.
There's a lot.
I know there's another range, which is amazing as well. My favorite, Farm to Face. Should we go through these quickly? What's your favorite? I mean, mine is the rose. I love Bulgarian rose. The smell is incredible.
Unreal.
Let's open one now.
I'm going to have a little think which ones is my favorite. I'm going to summarize them all, especially during the past year, a year and a half. I'm sure everyone watching this live can relate. We haven't really been able to travel. We haven't experienced as much as usually we would have naturally had, which is sad. We love travel here, and I know all the customers at FOREO. Again, like Shimmer Free, you've got to love rose for that one, but it's super light. Best thing about this range, before I go through them all, is they are biodegradable. So it's the first UFO mask that they formulated with a biodegradable nature. So brilliant, brilliant for eco-credentials, and I'm really proud that they've launched products like this to go alongside your UFO.
Before we move on, I mean, I've opened this pack.
Yes.
Smells incredible. Can you show us, how do we use this mask? This is the tool, that's the ingredients. How do we make it work?
I'm going to be working here like that. We're on a Zoom call. I'm lucky enough to be speaking to someone like Jen on a daily basis as well with the amazing team from the UK. But I don't always need to have my camera on. We're very open with mental wellness, and we don't always need to be on camera all the time, which is sounding a bit hypocritical right now with about 10 pointing at us. But,
but let me just say, you only need 2 minutes for this, and it's going to do its magic.
Exactly. So I may slide the camera off, say I'm going to the toilet, whatever. Take my time. So then I will literally have my moment, and then no one will know any other wiser. It's a 720p resolutions. It's not the best.
So you take it off.
Yep. You take it off. So this is like a whatever finger you want to put it on. They're pretty big, so they'll fit on most.
Should we both do it?
Yes. So, I mean, let's do rose squared. There we go. I'm going to use your one. The reason being is I can never tear it off nicely.
I know.
And Jen, you've done a pretty good job with it. So, yeah, I'm going to make the most of that and let you do it again.
There we go.
So you grab your device. These have been both paired beforehand with the app, which is something that you don't have to do forever, but you do need to do it for the first time. The reason being is you want to make sure you've got the warranty, you've got your perfect settings, and it's your own device. After that, you can use it manually, like we're going to do.
And then the best point of that is that it remembers exactly which settings you choose, and it will remember it for next time. So it does the thinking for you.
Yeah, which is great. And there's different routes that you can use it, and this is why I'm excited that we get to talk about UFO today, because I want to make sure that there is content out there and live, let's do it really nice and openly, that you can actually see it used in different ways, because we want to make sure that everyone's actually able to use it without having to be fearing the text that pops up or an email or complicated. You really don't need to have it like that. So I'm going to just shut the laptop, which is a good thing to do. Get the UFO here so you can hopefully zoom in with a camera and actually see what we're doing. So you put the ring on the side. We're going to be using the flat side of the plate. This is where the magic happens. This is where the cryotherapy, the heat, everything is channeled in. Around where the ring is, the reason why it's clear is because this is where the LED light will be emitted. So this is going to bathe the skin in that technology. You take the sheet mask out of the sachet.
It smells amazing.
It's unreal. Unreal.
And it's also really cooling, which is great.
Exactly. So you lay it over the top. Any serum that you have on the fingertips, just take a little moment. You don't want to be typing with this. It is quite serum-y.
But compared to other masks, this is not as messy.
Not as messy, and also so much less fabric. If everyone at home, if you think how much fabric a usual regular sheet mask uses, that's already cutting down the waste tenfold, and not even that, it's also biodegradable. So you're getting a really, really benefit for the environmental side. So you click in the ring. This is going to hold it nice and tight for the treatment. And then there we go. I have my favorite settings, which is number 2.
Oh, wow.
And perfect. Ooh, just flick around. Pretend.
Okay.
So instead of using it on our skin, not that we're wearing any makeup at all, we're going to be applying it to the hand, just showing you exactly what it's like. And we can then show the difference of the hand and exactly how it looks.
I mean, it feels super...
What mode do you have it on, or what are your settings on it?
So I've put white LED with cooling cryotherapy.
Okay, so nice and deep. We like that. I'm on the actual call it a night settings, which is usually for bedtime. It's tons of red LED, a lot of heat, which is great for today. and very, very high pulsations. You're getting the maximum for stimulating benefit. So we're showing you the manually way of doing it, but you can also use this with your mobile phone to tailor exactly what LED light therapy you want, what different pulsations, whatever you feel comfortable with, you can do it.
It's the ultimate personalization in terms of spa facial, multitasking. I think it's just so great because it's it does so much in one tiny little gadget, which is really nice.